nowadays the gangsters kind of overlook the city, you know. We couldn't walk down Broadway past a certain time. In downtown LA, it's full of hipsters now. You could be doing a fill-in on the side right there on the shutter, and a hipster walks up and takes a picture of you doing it and asks you, can I post it on Instagram or something, you know. Back in the 90s, it's some dudes from 18th Street or Hill Street, whatever it was right there, and they're jamming you up, jacking you. Alright, Sensei from STK, FB, Sworn to Kill, Freeway Bombers.
I'm SIMS, K4P.
In 1993, I got my name Sensei from the movie Karate Kid. I pretty much was fishing around for names, and I wasn't comfortable with what I was writing before that. And I watched the movie, and I dug the part when they're constantly saying, yes, Sensei, no, Sensei.
Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei!
That's where it came from there. I spell it SENSA for short due to, you know, so many letters. I actually add an E nowadays just because people are kind of confused how to pronounce it, you know.
My name came about because I'm just from skating. My brother and I used to go skating and tagging. He was a Paul Peralta fan and I was a Sims skateboard fan, so it's pretty much the way it came to be. Man, it was like 89, 90.
I met Sims in 2000, I want to say it was 2007 or 8. And the first time we met, we actually just met through someone else, and we ended up doing a wall together with one of his crew members, Pin, out in East LA. We did a tire shop right on the street. We got jammed up a couple of times. A couple of guys from different neighborhoods rolled up on us, asking us to put up their neighborhood and stuff. Me and Sims, we hooked it up. From there, we just started building and running into each other. And I joined SDK, which is a crew that's pretty close to K4P, his crew. They've always had a little connection. And from there, we've just been painting ever since.
It was the first time we ever did anything, so you know, from there we just kept on painting. My first contact with the SDKs was 1990, back in the panic zone. I ran into like Chance and Miro and some of the older guys. It's I don't know, it's just been painting ever since.
I want to say it was 2007. I was invited by the SDKs to come to a party, and I wasn't really looking to get in a crew. I was coming from a crew of my own. And from there, I started hanging around with a few guys. I've been around them since 91, 92. I went to high school with them, but the older crowd, they were more into the tag banging and stuff that I wasn't really down with. I was more into the art form of it. So back then, I had asked to get in the crew a few times, and I was denied, actually. And I want to say it was about 96. And about 2008, I started hanging around them really tough. By 2009, I was put on with them. It was Mural and Risser, Tense, a couple other guys that played a role in that. Looking up to them, being from the same area, which is Alhambra. Growing up, seeing them crushing the town and killing the 10 freeway and stuff like that. That's what I grew up seeing. I always wanted to be part of that, just they were an older crowd I didn't know. So when I got to know them, I was down with them, you know, to push the crew and basically hold it together and put on for our city, you know. That was 2009. I've been down with them since then, and just pushing, you know, putting in members in Oregon with my homie Bison and Wowzer and Oakland. We got dudes in New Mexico, El Paso, a dude in Japan, Mexico. We're pretty spread out now to where it's basically now it's just all about graph, you know.
The way K4P came about for me was we actually formed two crews. We were two crews at two different times. I was running different crew with my brother called OSB back in early 88, late 89 up to all the way up to like sometime in the 90s. When 91 we actually got with Keeper P, decided to form. Like everybody K for P got OSB, everybody in OSB got in K for P. Eventually I took OSB down because it just got a little out of hand with the same thing that he was talking about, like kind of like tag bagging stuff, and it wasn't for me, It's not the direction I wanted the crew to go. So at that time I just said, hey, we're all just gonna stay in K for P, and that's pretty much what happened. That's what it's been all about since. But that's the way it happened for us. It was two different crews. Just decided to end one and just keep another. And pretty much us, it's pretty much it's not like global like his or different cities. It's pretty much South Central and other parts of LA that we're at. We're more like a home base kind of crew, keeping it in South Central, keeping it there, spraying a little bit out. But it's mostly in the hood. It's always been that way. That's the way we kept it.
I want to give a shout out to my crew, It's not easy to last 30 years, you know what I'm saying? And I want to give respect to all the homies that are still putting in work, you know what I mean, pushing it. And I want to give respect to my FB family, they put the smack down on the freeways back in the days, and it's a pleasure to be part of that now, you know what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out to my homies out there in Oregon who, they keep us alive on them trains. And I want to give a shout out to my family, my wife, everyone else, and just respect to all the riders out there that are risking their freedom and their life, putting in the dirt.
And I respect to pretty much all the crews. I mean, it's not one individual crew. It takes a team effort. And big shout out to the old guys, Max, P, anywhere from Gesso to Risk, Tempt.
Yeah, get well.